Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're diving into artificial intelligence, or AI for short. It's reshaping how we work, and it's not science fiction anymore. AI is already here. It's impacting industries all around us. The big question is, will AI take our jobs? Or could it help us work better? That's what we're going to find out.
Yeah, you're right on the money there. People have worried for a long time about AI replacing us at work, but what we're seeing is that AI is more about changing how we work, not taking over completely.
So less about robots stealing jobs and more about robots being our coworkers.
Exactly. Think about manufacturing, for example. Robots are already doing those repetitive, high-precision tasks, but that doesn't mean people are out of work. It actually frees them up to focus on things that need human skills, things like problem-solving, quality control, and finding ways to make things more efficient.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's like those robots are handling the honestly kind of boring tasks.
Yeah.
That leaves humans to do the more interesting stuff.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. And it's not just manufacturing. The research we're looking at shows AI is doing the same thing in healthcare.
Okay, so how's that working? Give us an example.
Well, imagine AI tools. Tools that can diagnose diseases really accurately, sometimes even before you have symptoms. Now, this doesn't mean doctors are out of a job. It gives them more time to connect with their patients, to explain those diagnoses clearly, and to tailor treatment plans for each person.
So AI is actually helping doctors be more human, which is, a little ironic if you think about it.
Yeah, it is a bit ironic, but it really shows how AI can work with human skills, We see this in finance, too. AI can analyze tons of data to spot fraud or make investment suggestions, but the final decision on how to use that information, that still rests with humans.
So a common thread here is that AI is great at crunching numbers, analyzing data, but not so good at making those big picture ethical decisions. Decisions that humans are, better equipped for.
You've hit a key point. It's about AI and humans working together, not one replacing the other. This way of working means we need to think differently about the skills we need to succeed.
So it's not just learning new software, it's about learning to work alongside AI in a way that helps everyone.
Exactly. It's about collaborating with these intelligent systems, understanding their strengths, their limitations, and figuring out how to combine their capabilities with our own human ingenuity. This brings up an interesting question, though. Does relying on AI for data analysis, does that make human intuition less important in decision-making?
Yeah, good question. If AI is doing all this data crunching and basically telling us what to do we even need our gut feelings anymore?
The research we've been looking at suggests that AI actually makes human intuition stronger, not weaker. Think of retail, for example. AI can analyze what consumers do and predict what they'll buy, but it takes human creativity and understanding to develop those brand strategies that really resonate with customers.
So AI can tell us what people are buying, but not why they're buying it or how they feel about a brand. That still needs human insight.
Exactly. And we see the same thing happening in logistics. AI optimizes supply chains, but it's humans who have to adapt and come up with solutions when something unexpected happens, like a natural disaster that messes up shipping routes.
Yeah, algorithms can't predict everything, so even with all this data, it seems like we'll always need human intuition and adaptability.
That's right. One of the sources actually cites a McKinsey study. It suggests that companies using AI to make better decisions could see their profits go up by 25%. It's about finding that balance, where AI and human intuition work together.
Okay, that's a pretty convincing statistic. It seems like companies that figure out how to use both AI and human intelligence, they're going to have a real advantage. We've talked about how AI affects individual jobs, but how does it change entire industries?
That's what we'll look at next. AI isn't just changing roles, it's reshaping entire sectors in some pretty big ways, and that's where things get really interesting.
Sounds like a great place to pick things up. See you in a bit. Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Before we get to AI's impact on industries, we need to talk about a company that's caught our attention. Turinton. They're leading the way in something called productizing AI, which sounds pretty interesting.
It is, yeah. Basically, Turinton's taking all of that complicated AI tech and making it, usable for businesses. They're packaging it up so it delivers results, real-world results, without needing a whole team of AI experts.
So it's like taking those powerful AI tools
Yeah,
out of the lab and into the hands of, everyday businesses.
exactly. And they do this with something called the Turinton Enterprise Grade AI Platform. This platform handles those huge amounts of data big companies have. and helps them do some pretty amazing things.
Okay, I'm curious. Let's get into the details. What can this platform actually do?
Well, first off, it works seamlessly with the systems companies are already using, so no need to, scrap everything and start over, which is a big relief for businesses that are hesitant about AI.
That makes sense. I bet a lot of companies are worried about, rebuilding their entire system just to use AI. Turinton's approach makes it much less intimidating.
Absolutely. Plus, the platform can pull data from all sorts of places within a company. It gives them a single, clear view of all their information. No more data silos, which means, better decisions across the board.
So it's like having one source of truth for all the data a company needs to make good decisions. That's incredibly valuable.
It is, and here's the really cool part. You don't need to be a coding expert to use it. Turinton designed it so users can build AI applications, even sophisticated machine learning models, all using everyday language.
Wow, so anyone can build an AI-powered app. That's incredible. It really opens up this tech to everyone.
It does, and there's more. The platform can actually map the relationships between different data points. It uncovers hidden patterns that humans might miss, like having an AI detective always on the lookout for clues that can improve efficiency and spot problems before they happen.
So Turinton's platform does all the hard work when it comes to data. But what about security? With all that sensitive info, how do they keep it safe?
Security is huge for Turinton. Their platform has really strict data governance and security protocols, so businesses can relax knowing their data is protected. But what really sets Turinton apart is their focus on making AI adoption smooth and easy.
Okay, how do they do that?
Well, three main things. First, seamless integration, like we talked about. They've made getting started with AI faster and easier.
So no more long, expensive implementations that drag on forever. That's a big plus for businesses that want to, see results quickly.
It is. Second focus is minimizing variability. Turinton uses standardized processes to make sure their AI solutions give consistent, reliable results. This takes the guesswork out of AI. It gives businesses confidence that these systems will work as expected.
That consistency is key. Businesses need to know they can trust AI, that it'll deliver, not create new problems.
Absolutely. And lastly, Turinton's all about faster time to market. They've streamlined things so companies can implement AI solutions quickly and start seeing benefits sooner.
So it's about making AI practical, affordable, accessible for businesses of all sizes. Sounds like they're on a mission to democratize AI, to make it a tool everyone can use.
They are. By focusing on these three things: integration, consistency, speed. Turinton's turning what was once a super complex technology into something businesses can use to solve real problems and reach their goals.
Okay, so we've talked about Turinton and their approach. Now let's zoom out and talk about AI's impact on different jobs, specifically knowledge work. We've touched on this, but I'd like to hear more about how AI changes those jobs that rely on things like analysis, problem solving, decision making.
It's a question a lot of people are asking, and the sources we've been looking at suggest AI will have a big impact on knowledge work, but it's not necessarily about replacing those workers entirely.
So we're seeing that same theme of augmentation and collaboration, the theme we discussed in manufacturing and healthcare. AI is a tool to make humans better, not necessarily replace them.
You got it. Think about fields like law, finance, journalism. AI can sift through tons of legal documents, analyze financial data, even write news reports from raw information.
That's a lot of power. But it does make you wonder what happens to all those lawyers, analysts, journalists if AI is doing a lot of their work.
It's a valid concern. But while AI will automate certain tasks, it's not likely to replace human judgment, creativity, critical thinking. These human skills will become even more valuable in an AI-driven world.
So it's not just about numbers and data. It's about understanding what that data means, making connections AI might miss, and using those insights to help people.
Exactly. And it's about being adaptable and creative as technology keeps changing. The most successful knowledge workers will be those who use AI as a tool, who learn how to use it well, and focus on developing those skills that AI can't replicate.
So it's not about giving in to the machines. It's about learning to work with them and using AI to make our own intelligence and creativity even better. But this shift will need big changes in how we approach education and training.
Absolutely. We need to prepare the next generation for a world where AI is everywhere in the workplace. And that means giving them the skills and knowledge to thrive in this new reality.
So we're not just teaching them coding or AI software, we're talking about a bigger approach to education, one that focuses on critical thinking, problem solving, adaptability, those uniquely human skills that'll be so valuable in an AI world.
Exactly right. We need to help them develop the mindset of lifelong learners. Because technology is just going to keep changing faster and faster. We need to prepare them not just for today's jobs, but for jobs that don't even exist yet.
It's a big task. But it's also exciting to think about the possibilities AI creates for work. But let's shift gears a bit and talk about some of the potential risks and challenges with AI.
That's a crucial conversation to have. AI offers huge potential. But we can't ignore the possible downsides. We need to be thoughtful and responsible in how we develop and use this technology.
Well said. We'll get into those risks and challenges right after this. Stay with us. Welcome back to the deep dive. We were just saying, we need to be careful about how we develop and use AI. It's powerful, yeah, lots of potential for good. But we can't forget about the risks either.
Exactly. One of the biggest things is AI bias. AI systems, they learn from the data we give them, right? And if that data have biases from our society, well, those biases can get amplified in the AI's decisions.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, if an AI system is trained on data that shows, say, a bias against women in leadership roles, it might be less likely to recommend women for promotions, even if they're the best qualified.
Exactly. That's the kind of thing we need to be aware of and work to prevent. We need to make sure the data used to train AI is diverse, that it represents everyone and doesn't have those harmful biases.
So it's not just the algorithms themselves, it's about the data behind them. We need to be careful about what we feed these AI systems.
Absolutely. And it's not just about bias in the data either. We also need to think about transparency and accountability. AI systems can be really complex. It's often hard to understand how they make decisions.
Yeah, and that lack of transparency can be unsettling, especially when AI is making decisions that really affect people's lives.
Right, it's a valid concern. That's why people are trying to make AI systems more transparent, more explainable. We need to be able to see how they're making those decisions so we can make sure it's fair and ethical.
So we're talking about a whole new field here, AI ethics, AI governance, something that has to evolve as the technology does.
Exactly. We need clear rules for how AI is developed and used, and strong ways to keep things in check, make sure someone's accountable. This is where everyone needs to work together. Tech people, policymakers, ethicists, the public, everyone.
Lots of moving parts there. But it's good to know so many people are thinking about these challenges, working to make sure AI is used for good. Speaking of that, one thing that struck me, AI isn't just about automating tasks. It's also about, augmenting human capabilities, creating new possibilities.
That's a key point. Some people worry AI will make humans obsolete, right? But I think it can unlock human potential in ways we haven't even thought of yet.
It's like AI can handle those tedious, repetitive things, the stuff that drains our energy and creativity. And that frees us up to focus on the things that make us human.
Exactly. Think about art, music, design. AI can be a creative tool. It can help artists explore new ideas, find new ways to express themselves, even collaborate with machines to make completely new art forms.
So AI isn't replacing artists. It's giving them more tools to be creative.
Precisely. And we're seeing this in other areas too. AI can help scientists analyze huge amounts of data, speed up discoveries, help doctors diagnose diseases earlier, personalize treatments, help teachers create custom learning experiences for each student. It's amazing.
It is exciting to think about all the ways AI can help us do more, learn more, create more. It's not about replacing human ingenuity, it's about boosting it.
That's the real promise of AI. It's not a threat to us, it's a tool to build a better future. A future where we solve those tough problems, improve our lives, do things we never thought possible.
It reminds us that ultimately the future of AI is in our hands. It's up to us to shape it, to make sure it reflects our values, our goals, our desire to create a world that works for everyone. So as we wrap up this deep dive into AI, what are some key takeaways you want our listeners to remember?
Well, first, AI isn't something that's coming later. It's here right now, and it's already having a huge impact. Second, AI isn't just about automation and taking jobs away. It's also about making humans better and creating new opportunities. And finally, the future of AI isn't set in stone. We're shaping it through the choices we make, the actions we take.
Those are great takeaways. They really show that we all have a part to play in shaping the future of AI. Whether you're a developer, a policymaker, a business leader, or just someone who's curious about this technology, it's important to stay informed, be part of the conversation, and push for responsible AI development and use.
We're at a turning point, and the decisions we make today will have a huge impact down the road. It's up to all of us to make sure AI is used to create a future where everyone can thrive.
That's a powerful thought to end on. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI. We hope you found it informative and got you thinking.
And we hope it inspires you to keep exploring the possibilities and challenges of this amazing technology.
Remember, the future of AI is up to us. Until next time, keep learning, keep asking questions, and keep imagining a better future.